just, I wasn't able to focus on anything because he was sick for about 2 years. And literally my life was just like on his bedside, you know, and I literally hospital for that long, actually stayed in the hospital by his bedside.
Really?
Yeah, I was like there, sleeping there, staying there. And then I just could not, I couldn't snap out
Like
of it.
mentally get into it.
Yeah. So, you know, obviously I lost that platform. I lost that encouragement and everything that I had behind me. And then one friend introduced me to Rishi Rich. And then from there, I did an audition and then I got signed to the Rishi Rich. That's how it happened.
Okay, awesome. So how was it working with Rishi? Because Rishi is such a legend himself. Like he's a great mentor. And what I love about him is that he's just like me and you. Like we love melodies, and he's such a melodic person. You know? So how was it working with him?
He taught me so much, but nothing ever got released through there. So I felt like I'm basically conditioning myself as an artist, but like nothing is actually coming out. And I don't really know what I was waiting for. And you know, at the time it was really nice because I was in this writing environment and it was a new experience for me and everything. But for me, I think after about 2-3 years of being in the Rishi Rich project, I think I just got frustrated because I was kind of like, I don't know. It's just
so, like, you know what it is, Tash? Like what it is like all of us, we go through things, we live and we learn. But I think it's important for us to live and learn, because then you make those mistakes, but then you realize that, okay, what am I not going to do and waste another 2-3 years of my life? So you know, okay, I've been through it. Now I'm a bit wiser and I know what not to do. So it cuts the years off. So which is a good thing, right? You just take positive out of it, right?
That I need to, like, you know, learn myself as an artist and who I am and stuff and whatever. So I was like, no, I think I know who I am now. And then I was writing music all the time, and then obviously I had Hande Monday, which I'd written in my bedroom at home, and then I would just launch that track, and Hande Monday is what, like, it was like my launch pad, you know.
Yeah,
so,
like it was a great record, and I think that was launched, I think, like 2011 or 12 or something like
that. Yeah, 2011.
Can you believe that? That's like 9 years ago. Where has the time gone? You know what I mean?
But you know what? The track still sounds fresh, 100.
Well, I was going to get to that. Like, the whole point of an artist is, like, when we write music, we write it because we catch a moment. But those moments become timeless, just like the songs that we create. And that's how you become relevant forever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's
like, even right now, when you go and perform right now, and when you drop Hard in the Monday, people go mad because like it just came out last week.
I know. But I think like it's become like a timeless track, you know. So
I think it's great. And you know what it is, like, especially as artists, and I feel that, I'm sure you understand as well. Sometimes what happens is we create, like I said, we capture a moment, right? And then forever the artist is chasing that moment to recreate it. Like, okay, I've got this song that was a massive hit. And then you try to recreate that moment and try to say, okay, I'm going to follow up with that. It's hard as an artist, and people don't understand. Like, you keep putting music out, and it's great music, and it's on a level, but sometimes you can never recreate that space again. How do you feel about that? It's true, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is, but I just think that if you keep listening to different types of music, you're going to keep refreshing yourself, right? So now, like, I'm really influenced by, like, the MENA region and the sort of stuff that's coming out there in, like, Morocco and Turkey and Azerbaijan, but, like, Dubai. And now I'm starting to get influenced in a different way. So now the new wave of music that's going to come out, that's going to be fresh again. I just think it's down to the artist, it's down to the time. I mean, like, you know, I've made some mistakes in my career as well, where I released a track and in my head I'm like 50-50 about it, but I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it anyway. But that's part of the learning curve. But there's some tracks like Hande Monday, Malang, you know, Oi Oi. I was so sure about those tracks. And now I've learned from my mistakes. Now, every time I release a song, I want to be sure about my songs. I don't want to ever be like on the fence about something. I just want to just come out and songs that I'm 100%.
Yeah, because like the thing is, like, the people feel the energy of the artist and the artist's music. So if we as artists are not even sure about our own songs, how can we resonate the energy to the public, right? So you're absolutely right there. I think that's good. So okay, so then Hande Monday was produced by who? Mumsy, or was it produced by someone else?
And then obviously Janae Caden was featuring on it, but it just worked for that time, you know. That time we were buzzing, we were touring around the world. It was a sick time. It was like such.
I mean, we had Mumsy on. I think last week we had Mumsy on, and you know, like these type of interviews, right? Like, you know, when we give interviews, we give most of our interviews are either on television or on radio with a format. So there's a lot of stuff that you have to be so conscious about. You can't say this, you can't talk about this, you can't promote this, it's not. So this is a free thing, right? This is just like whatever we can talk about, right? So like I was like, yo, Mumsy, like people talk to you about your career, people talk about that. Forget all that. I want you to sing. I know you like Usher. I want you to sing. What was the favorite Usher song? And he was like, you make me wanna. I was like, yo, sing that for me now, you know. So we made Mumsy sing Usher. So these are the type of things. So give me an R&B artist that you love.
R&B artist that I love, but don't ask me to sing their songs. I'm not gonna know their words.
No, I'm just trying for people to understand you as you know.
Rihanna is an R&B artist. I would say yes.
Rihanna?
Yeah, I think she's one of my artists because I love her melodies. Her melodies are very similar to the sort of stuff that I write in a Punjabi version, if you mean. Yeah. And she's the I feel the closest to in terms of vision. Yeah.
100%. No, I think you're right because remember I hit you up and I was like, yo, Tasha, we need to do something like Sean Paul and Rihanna. I just didn't look the top. I didn't even know you like Rihanna that much. You know what I mean? But it's like you can see that aura coming from you, that your influences, like people look at me and like, yo, your influences like Sean Paul or Apache and this and that. But you can see that in our music. We're not trying to copy. We're just inspired by these great artists and we just have our own styles, you know?
Like her flow. I like her style. I think like I'm very inspired by her. She's sick performance. Yeah, I love it. Love it.
You know, what I want to know is like you drop songs like Humble one day, then you dropped I think you dropped Malone, right? Which I love. I love that song. For some reason, I don't know. I love all your songs, but Malone for me, I loved it.
That Canada, America kind of track.
Everybody because it's the trap type of beat, right? And shout out going out to Raul. I think Raul produced that song, right?
Yeah. So basically, my vision, because obviously I compose as well, right? So position was actually taken from "Lick It Like a Lollipop."
Yeah.
Malang over and over again, and I was like, I need to do something with this beat. And then we our own sort of vibe. It's similar because I was listening to that beat over and over and over again, and I was like, I need to do something with this beat. And then we our own sort of vibe, and then that's when Milan came about. Yeah, but I just knew that it had to be dark, it had to be a rap, and it had to be just a flow, like a sick wavy flow.
No, it's dope, man. I love that song. I think, you know, maybe I like it because I'm from Canada and that side of the world. I feel it, but nonetheless, forget the fact there's East or West. The song itself is quality, and I think that was great. So after that, I think you dropped Oi Oi, right?
No, Lucknow Hala was in between.
Oh, Lucknow Hala, yeah.
Yes, and then Oi Oi.
Oi Oi, and then Bang Bang. So we'll get to Bang Bang in a minute. So leading up to Bang Bang, now, so you have about 5 songs that are more popular, like everybody knows, worldwide knows, right? Out of those 5 songs, and I know it's kind of hard to answer this, but which one song defines you as a complete artist? I know it's hard, and that's why I'm asking you.
I think Oi Oi.
Oi Oi?
No, actually, no, Malang.
Malang? Why is that? Like, why would that song? Thodi Punjabi mein gal kar la, loki dekh liya.
When the song came out, right, so with Malang, it was like finding myself, you know. मैंने ये सगा कि कुड़ियां नु हमेशा कहंदे कि तुसी इस तरह नहीं करना उस तरह नहीं करना, and I was just fed up that people are telling me how to live my life. मैं सोचा मैं वो करना जो मैं करना चाहनी है. मैंने कोई नहीं कोई दस सकता कि तेनू ये कपड़े पाने चाहिए, तेनू ऐदा कहना चाहिए, उदा कहना चाहिए. I was like, I want to do what I want, I'm going to say what I want, and I'm going to come with it. And that's what I did.
That's good, man, because you're absolutely right. Because, you know, in the world that we live in, even though we're so well advanced, but there's a lot of chauvinistic people out there that have this perception of how women should be and shouldn't be, right? And I think it's a great way to put it out there is that, you know, you're not saying it in a derogatory way. You're just saying it in a very comfortable in your own skin way that, look, I do this because I can. I will do this because I can. Nobody could tell me who I am because at the end of the day, first thing is none of you guys pay my bill, so I'm going to do what I do. Anyways, so I think it's very important to, I think, be that strong, independent woman. And I think that's what we're lacking in this industry, is a lot of women, because it's such a male dominated industry. And that's why I wanted you to come on as well, because to showcase that there's so many talented women out there that are accomplished and independent and strong women. It's not just about the male, because obviously
parents aren't really gonna like it, you know, so you got to battle with all these things. So I've been very lucky that my parents have been so pro music, because we're from a musical background, so they're always like, you know what, just do your thing, be happy, just go for it, and you know, just do whatever makes your spirit happy, because music is art. How can you put a lid on art? You can't do that. And that's why Malang for me was like my come out song. Is like kudi ho gayi malang main kisi di qadar na kardi, main kisi de magar na lagdi, मैं मांगती कोड़ी हुई मलंगी. That's it. Like that was the line, you know, and that was a definitive moment for me.
no, I think that's very well put, and it's very important for people like, you know, especially female artists, to address that issue, because it gets buried. And sometimes people see you as, like, not in a disrespectful way, when they see a female artist, sometimes they forget, they don't see the meaning behind it. They just see the image, if you know what I mean. They see
Yeah.
a pretty girl, that sexy girl, and their mind process, the thought process stops right there. It doesn't go any beyond that. They just see, oh yeah, the girl looks good dancing, but they sometimes miss the message that's being said.
Give a flying F.
No, I
Or
mean, I know, but I'm saying sometimes they get, because it's such an industry that it's so male dominated, that the message sometimes gets lost. It's very important, and I'm glad that you brought this out, because in your lyric, forget what the visuals are. The lyrical content is telling you that I don't give a flying fuck what you think, because I'm gonna do me no matter what you think, and
yeah,
it's very important.
like being a female artist, like, you know, one thing I'm really happy and proud of is that I took a beating. I took the beating from everybody, you know, like all the negative comments, all the bullshit, like all the, oh my god, what is she wearing, what is she saying, who the hell does she think she is, da 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 da. And like I made it easier for the next bunch of girls that are coming through, because they're not going to have so much of a hard time. They can wear
Yeah.
what they, I took the beating for them, right? So it's cool, like, but you know, and for me that was, it was quite a pioneering thing to do at the time, and to just, because you really have to be thick-skinned. And in the beginning it was hard for me, because I was like, you know, I was also like growing up as well, and I'm like getting all these comments from people like, why are you doing this, why? But you know, to be honest, now it's become so much more of like, okay, you know what, she's done her thing, and she stayed, and she came out with consistent good songs, you know, that are played in all the shisha lounges and weddings and bars and stuff. And you know, I feel like I had to work for it. I had to work really hard for it. But now the next gen of girls that are going to come through, they're not going to have so much of a hard time, and I'm so happy for that. I'm so happy that the new wave of girls that are going to come through are going to just kill it. It's going to be amazing.
And that's a great way to put it, because it's very important in this day and age to be a good, positive role model,
Yes.
right? And the way that you've come across, you've mixed like pop songs with a slight undertone with a message as well. So it's not just gibberish that you're just dancing away. Some songs obviously need that so you can forget away all your troubles, but there's still an underlying message that you're showing the people that, look, you can be whoever you want as long as you got passion in your heart.
Yes.
You can follow your dreams, you can become whatever you want. You will catch a beating, but you will come on the other side, you'll come out stronger
Yes.
and better. And that's the message that we need for people to get out there. Because I'll give you an example for me. Like when I was growing up, my dad was a doctor. He's retired now, but he was a doctor. So he looked at me like, I'm gonna start rapping. He's like, "Chaped khani hai tu, rapper banna tu, right? Tu doctor banna tu, lawyer banna tu, engineer banna." You know, the typical stuff, right? I wanted to go to school for like music engineering. But my man wasn't having it. So I never had that support. And it's very unfortunate, but still I did what I did, you know?
Yeah.
But it's such a blessing that on your behalf that your parents actually supported you, which is not really that normal in Asian families, especially in musical front, especially being a girl as well. So I think you're very lucky on that side, Vivian, you know? So big up going out to your parents, man.
Yeah, because you know what it is, I would have been really unhappy. Like I got a degree in finance and did nothing with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Me,
Yeah.
me too, business, you know?
And then all I know is like my mom was like, my parents just said, you're never going to be happy like this. You just need to do you. And you know what? I always think that if you do whatever you love, you will be successful at it. no matter what, you will be successful because you're passionate about it. And when you're passionate about something, it happens for you, you know?
100%. Okay, so now let's go to Bang Bang. Okay,
Yes.
so after all these incredible songs that you released, you've had a massive worldwide fan base, you've toured the world. Now you're sitting in the studio and you're writing and you're like, okay, what's my next chess move? And then, so how did Bang Bang come out? What inspired you to write that?
About Bang Bang too much. When I do music, I don't really orchestrate it as a business decision. I just think, okay, you know what? This is wavy. I'm just going to release it. That's it. And it wasn't so well thought out. I have other songs that are a lot bigger in terms of production, in terms of like a melody and what they are. But it was just a little something that I just wanted to throw out there before I released other music. Last year was actually quite a tough year for me, because like I was just so not tough because emotionally or anything, but I just had so much work on. Like I've got businesses, I've got other things that I do, and then I was like, okay, so for me, Bang Bang was a little bit of a rush project. You know, I wish I'd thought. I mean, I love the track, but I think it was a bit of a rush project for me. I feel like I should have put a bit more thought into the video, and you know, it was a little bit same as something else. And I love the song, but you know, it was a rush project for me. So there's a whole batch of music that's going to be coming out, you know, which is going to be a lot more thought out. You know?
Okay, well, that's fair enough. And sometimes, you know, you just go with your gut feeling. You're like, you know what, I want to do this, and you go with it. And sometimes you sit back and see, okay, maybe it's not my, you know, the best thing I could have done, but the bullet's already out the gun. And you know what? As a matter of fact, it did really well for you. It's not like, oh, the song wasn't good. It done really well for you. It gets played everywhere. And you know, it's in your repertoire. It's in your arsenal. One of the songs that you've done really well. So, by the way, just letting people know in the comments, if you guys have any questions for Tasha, please just send them out. She's reading your comments. I'm reading them. And don't worry, we're not going to let her go before she sings one or two lines of her songs. But Tasha, you okay for timing for the next 5-10 minutes? You okay? Or yeah? As long as we're having a normal chat, you know, it's nothing formal like that. And you know what? I think Noor is more popular than the both of us here, to be honest. She just put in the comments, she's like, I'm cleaning the oven.
Noor is so that people just love like her reaction to things. I love it.
So she's your younger sister or older sister?
So she's like my our moms are sisters.
Okay, so she's a Masi Diguri.
Masi Diguri, yeah. But we're so growing up together. We've had the same childhood. You know, our parents were in business together in music and stuff as well. But you know what? Me and her are like water and fire. So I'm obviously a little bit more subdued and polite and everything, but she's so like fiery. Say things I can't say, but I'll be thinking them. So she'll just say it.
So if you want to say something, you just telepathically tell Noor and she'll just say it.
If someone insults us, I'll just look at Noor and we'll be like, yo, shut the fuck up. And I'll be like, stop it, please, don't say this. But yeah.
Okay. All right. So now let me ask you another question. So we'll talk about your future projects and stuff, but let's say if there was a Asian artist, and now that could be Bollywood, that could be Punjabi artist, urban artist, it could be anybody, but just let's talk Asian for a minute. Somebody that you would like to work with, of course, besides Roach Killa, somebody you would like to work with in the future, who would it be? In the agency, and then we'll get to, obviously, and no Rihanna on your side, because we already know you want to do that.
I really want to work with 3 people, right? So I want to do a track with your Honey Singh.
Yeah, of course.
We're in touch. I would love to song with Mickey. So we're
phenomenal.
So we are also in touch.
Great.
So just say, just like watch this space. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay, that's awesome to know. And those shout out going out to those artists who have made a great impact on the scene, and they're phenomenal artists themselves. Shout out to Honey Singh, shout out to Nikki Singh. They're just,
I love Bacha, you know.
Of course, Bacha. Yeah, Bacha. Anything he touches turns to gold. You know what I mean? He's got the formula of a hit, and you know, shout out going out to Bacha. Okay. Now name me 3 artists, and you can't say Rihanna because you've already given that up to us. So 3 artists in the mainstream that you would think that, you know, in the future you would like to work with.
Drake,
of course.
Nav,
okay.
Yeah, because I think he's so inspirational coming from an Asian background to achieve what he's achieved. And
100%.
then I would say like Fredo in the UK.
Okay. Okay.
I think he's
All right.
way
I like Fredo too. I like Fredo. It's got
yeah.
good vibes. Okay, so these are the artists. So it just shows that you have a broad mind. It's not just certain genre of music that you want to kind of like just only work with. You know?
Like sometimes you'll catch me listening to Bollywood, sometimes you'll catch me listening to like proper folk Punjabi songs. You know, just I listen to everyone's music. I love it. Music is my life. That's my blueprint. That is my blueprint. Even though
100%. Okay.
it and stuff, but like music is my blueprint.
Okay. So we just like this interview, like usually, I mean, I turn it off at 6 o'clock, but I mean, I'm just having fun, and I think that people are enjoying this. So we're gonna ask you a few more questions, more not as the artist Tasha Tah, but as the person Tasha Tah. So let's talk about it. Hollywood film ever.
Favorite Bollywood, Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge.
I was gonna say the same.
Film ever. Yes.
That was, I don't know, man. I was a little kid and I watched it, and that even now it's timeless, right? Even though it looks funny watching it because it's so old, but such a timeless film. Yeah, quite emotional film. Okay. Favorite Hollywood film?
Hollywood film. Hollywood film. You know, I'm gonna go with classic like Titanic.
Titanic. I do like Titanic, and I've watched it like probably like 30 times, you know?
Emotional, man. It's the only emotion. That's like the only closest thing to a Bollywood film in a Hollywood version. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
So basically, from what I'm gathering from this, is you're a very emotional person.
Yeah, you know what? Like the real Tasha is quite emotional, quite deep.
Okay, all right. So if you can work in a Bollywood film against one male artist, one male actor, who would it be? Who's your favorite artist that you would like to work if you were ever in a film?
It's purely based on looks. It would have to be
No,
Siddharth.
I mean, no, hold on. Let's not talk about looks. I'm talking about career-wise. Like, okay, fine. Looks-wise, who did you say? Who?
It's just a Siddharth Malhotra. That's it. He's my
Siddharth
crush.
Malhotra? Okay.
Crush.
Okay. In terms of if you were to talk about their creativity and accomplishment, like they're amazing actors. Not of look.
Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah
Shah Rukh Khan.
Rukh Khan. For me, I think it would be Amir Khan.
That one better. I think because he's quite funny. Like he's comedian.
Who's that? Sorry, Salman Khan. Yeah, he can do serious and comical roles, right?
Because you know what? To be honest, I don't. If you've noticed, there's not actually that many serious interviews of me out there because I don't really do those. I don't like them. I don't like to be too serious. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. For me, I think it would be Amir Khan because I think that guy's genius in terms of creativity. He always does films that are like. Have you seen Three Idiots?
Uh-huh.
Have you seen the film Three Idiots?
I have, yes. Brilliant film.
Such a sick film, you know what I mean? Like, it's got a message in it. It can make you laugh in 1 second and cry in the next second. Like, the guy plays with the emotions like crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Like, producer as well. Like, a film producer.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Lagan. Like, who would have thought a film about cricket for 3 hours you'd be interested to watch, you know?
Great songs as well.
Great. Yeah, well, 6 songs. And that's what I love. Okay. And I'm not sure if I'm allowed to ask this, but a female crush.
A female crush.
You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I mean, this is just a spotlight.
There's just so many. I think Jacqueline Fernandez. Jacqueline Fernandez? I think she's hot. She's such a great dancer and she's comical. Like, she's quite funny as well.
Yeah.
Deepika Padukone.
Typical.
Yeah.
Okay. So if, say, for example, if there was a biography about you, which Hollywood actress would you want playing you?
Hollywood actress playing me?
Yeah. If you were having a biopic made on you, who would you want to play you in a Hollywood film and then in a Bollywood film?
Girl that's in Aladdin.
I can't remember. I'm not good.
Something.
What's your name?
She's gonna look a bit Indian, right? She's gonna look a bit Asian. So.
But you don't really look that Asian. You look more Spanish or Italian. You know what I mean? So you can pass for that.
Every Indian girl's favorite compliment. Oh, you don't look
Yeah,
Indian.
no. You know what what's the worst? You know what's the worst thing I tell you? What I hate about, especially about Asian girls, you know what they say? Like when you're talking to them, you're like this, that, this, that. Oh, you know what? I don't really listen to Asian music. Like, shut the hell up. We all know you listen to Asian music. I hate that comment.
What are you talking about? Listen, we're the most accomplished, I think. I don't care what anyone says. We've got two fusions of two worlds coming together. We've managed to amalgamate it and make it like a 16. Asian, British Asian, Canadian Asian, US.
American Asian, just urban Asian, basically, you know?
Naomi Scott. Her name is Naomi Scott.
Naomi, okay, Naomi Scott. Shout out to Naomi Scott. Okay, so in Bollywood now, if somebody was to play you, and you can't say Jacqueline Fernandez
Okay, can I
or
say
Deepika.
I can't say Deepika. Okay,
No,
fine.
because you've already named them. So I'm just, trying to mess with your brain to see, okay, besides those two.
Who can play me? I don't even know. Oh, God, I don't even think anyone looks like me or I look like them.
I mean, it's all about makeup. They can make you look like them, or they can make you look like you, you know? So,
Well, then let's go with Katrina. Katrina Kaif.
yeah, no, she's kind of British as well, right? She comes
They
from.
attack me and say, "Oh, you don't look like her." No,
No, I can see the similarities, though. I think she would actually play you pretty well.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, Katrina, that's a good one. Okay, all right. Uh, Favorite football team?
Chelsea.
Yeah, I can live with that as long as it's not Liverpool. You know what I mean? I'm a United fan. You
I- It's the closest thing to my house, so that's why.
know? Okay. Favorite color?
White.
White.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm most sexiest in white and red. And red.
Red. Yeah, mine's red. Red and navy blue or black. You know one of those.
White is the color in Feng Shui. White is the color for competitiveness. And I'm quite competitive by nature anyway. And yeah, so I would
Yeah.
say
I knew that you liked white. You know, so today I wore white. Just kidding. Okay. All right. All right. It's okay. So, I mean, like, we can go on for an hour. You know what I mean? We can go on for another hour, we can go on for days talking about this because this is just natural, all love, and we're just talking, just anything and everything we're talking. Any questions if anybody has before she goes? Okay, so another thing I want to just ask you, what do you want to tell your fans around the world? Any special message to them? Any words of encouragement? Anybody that's out there, an aspiring artist?
oh, I just want to tell you right now, we live in a very different time. And I'm not talking about COVID and Corona. I'm talking about generally the platforms that we have. If you're trying to release your music, you're very fortunate because you can now just upload your music onto Spotify, SoundCloud. You've got Instagram, you've got YouTube. You can do everything yourself. Back in like when we first started, we needed to get with a record label, we needed approval, we needed like so much more investment. Right now, the world is your oyster and you can really make life what you want it to be. So don't stop. And there's no good time to do something. But people are like, you know what, I'm going to do this in like a week's time or 2 weeks' time, and then that time never comes. Today is the time. Do it now and just make your dream your reality. You can do this. And just don't give up, be positive, be happy, and who you surround yourself with is the most important thing. I would rather have like 5-6 people in my life than have 100 people in my life, because those people need to be contributing to your mental health in the most positive way. And I just want to just really really relay that, because mental health is a big thing. It can
100%.
you can have like a lot of people in your life, but you're getting negative comments here, there, everywhere. It can really impact your progression. So it's just
Good. Couple of questions people are asking. When are you dropping your next song?
right after COVID. Once the lockdown, yeah, you know what it is? I just feel like I've lost a lot of people that I know as well, and family, friends and stuff. It just doesn't feel right to be just like launching music right now. Hold it down.
Of course. Okay.
Yeah.
And have you thought about doing an album, or do you think you're still into the phase? Because nowadays, it's not even about an album, it's about singles and singles. So
It's the first time I'm working on my album right now while we speak, so I'm at home doing that. So yeah.
okay. And have you pondered with any thoughts and ideas of what you want to call the album?
No, I haven't thought of a name yet.
You haven't thought of a name yet. Okay, these are questions people are asking.
I know. Yeah, I haven't thought of a name yet.
Why someone's like, why is everyone just beefing on here, guys? This is This is love channel. This is not a beef channel, guys. If you want beef, you should go somewhere else. You know what I mean? It's all love here.
The beef is no, there's not that much beef. I think it's more to do with yeah, Noor.
I think it's just bantering, just going banter and stuff. Okay. Roach, next time take Ezu on board. Definitely Ezu. Shout out going out to Ezu. He's a great singer and stuff. There was another question I wanted to ask, but because of these comments, you know, it kind of went my mind. Okay. On this show, like before the artist goes, we ask them to sing not 3 of the songs, but 3 songs that they have that they like, and then sing a couple of lines from them. So which 3 would you like to, or you can just go and do what you got to do as a medley kind of vibe?
Oh, 3 songs. God, I wish you'd give me some list because I just generally like people's songs.
No, your own.
Oh, my own. Okay.
Yeah, obviously people want to see Tasha Tah, you know.
So, like,
but if you want to, hold on, if you want to sing something else.
No, we'll go with my song. We'll go with my song. Nuhan de munde de na mila de, mainu hor pasand nahi aave. Mainu haan de munde de na mila de, hor pasand nahi aave. Mainu tadke jagaunda mere dil nu tadfanda, tadke jagaunda mere dil nu tadfanda. Kudi ho gayi malang मैं हो गई मलंग मैं हो गई मलंग मैं हो गई मलंग मैं अगे पिछे मेरे फुल मुंडे रख दे कहंदे हेलो हाय कुड़ी किथे जानी है हस हस के नखरे दिखानियां बैड गर्ल सारे मैनू कहंदे ने मैं किसी दी कदर ना करदी मैं किसी दे करे ना लगदी ना मैं किसे कोल में मंगदी कुड़ी होई मलंगी मेरे सोने सोने नैन नशीले दीवाने मेरे पिछे सारे मारदे इक नू गुलाब 100 भजे आंदे ने तन्नू मैं बुलाउंदी होई ओए गाली गाली मैं किते नगदी मुंडे मैनू सारे मारदे ओ सीटी कोल आके मैनू रानी तन्नू मैं बुलाउंदी होई बम बम I wanna see your body wine and wine and wine and wine, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tasha, for coming on to the show and blessing us with your aura, your beauty, and with your words and amazing vocals. If there's anything you want to say to your fans before you go, I mean, they're showing you so much. Like I'm looking at they're going crazy over you, and you know they're showing you so much love. They want you to put new music out. Anything you want to say before you go?
Thank you so much. I love you so much, and please continue to support me. And I'm gonna come back with so much more music. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Tasha. Good luck in the future endeavors, and take care. Love, peace. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the most great interview that I had in the last couple of weeks. You know, just natural, and usually shut the show off at 6 o'clock, but you know, we kept on going because it was such a good energy. So shout out to Tasha Tah for blessing our studio. Shout out to Noor, her sister, who's been bare jokes on the comments. And I don't know if you finished cleaning the oven, but good job. And thank you for everybody that tuned in today. Once again, tomorrow we are back again. We've got first